Hi everybody, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm Kayla and this will be my fourth floss tube. So this is my channel primarily about the cross stitch that I do, although I do knit and crochet and sew occasionally. So when I do that, you'll see that too. Yeah, we've been kind of busy the past couple of weeks. I did have a few days where I didn't even get to stitch, like 3 days in a row. We have a little side gig going on, a little side hustle. So that's been going well, but it's just, an adjustment of schedules. But yeah, anyway, I do have some FFOs and some progress on my whips, a new start, a previous finish to show you, and some haul. So let's just start. I did manage this week to finally FFO the pug ornaments that I was making for my kids. So here they are. Let me show you one at a time. It'll be a little easier to see them that way, I think. So this is the first one I did for my middle son, my youngest son, my middle child. And I just did round ornament finish using like mat board and some batting. Oh, that was my elbow on the table. And some batting on the mat board, and then I glued them together and then kind of ladder stitched the sides, but that's covered up by the rickrack. And then I did a rickrack around the edges, and as well as like a little rickrack hanger bow combination. I basically watched Vanna Pfeiffer's tutorial, not while I was doing it, but like months ago, and I just kind of did what I thought she did from what I remembered. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. This is the only one I used green rickrack with, just because I felt that, it went with the stitching, the green. But they all have the same backing material. I thought the black just tied in really well with the back stitching. So that's the first one. And then here is the second one that I completed. This one's for my daughter, Amy. There's a piece of hair attached to it. Not surprising because I shed like crazy. Sometimes I'm surprised I have hair left on my head. So anyway, here's my daughter's. As you can see, I did the same thing, same backing, but just with the red rickrack. I'm really, really pleased with how these turned out. I've never done this type of finish before. And it was pretty easy. It was time consuming because there was a lot of hand sewing work, but I think they look great. So yeah. And then here's the third one. This one's for my oldest, my stepson, Billy. And there's the same thing, same backing, red rickrack, same process. For those of you who are new here, just tuning in for the first time, these ornaments patterns, these cross stitch patterns come from Christmas Pugs by Katerina Besberstova. Originally we got the PDF from Etsy, but I can't find the PDF on Etsy anymore, but I did find it on mybobbin.com. And it's actually a pattern of 6 different pugs. I just chose 3 of them to do for this year. So let me see if I can hold all of them up. I'm so proud of them. Yay! Okay, so yeah, I really love them. I'm very proud of them. And the kids that saw them so far really like them. Okay, so I have some progress on some whips. And a new start as well. So here is Nightshade Bird. You guys have seen this before if you've been with me the past couple of times. Oh, I forgot to say also, if you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. I meant to say that in the very beginning, but I forgot. So anyway, Plum Street Samplers, Nightshade Bird. I would say I'm about 2/3 of the way done by now, which is awesome. I'm just going to hold it up over the pattern. I did not bring out the flosses and everything because honestly, they're scattered on the couch, like next to where I am sitting right now, or where I generally sit to stitch. So I was just like, I'm going to leave them there because this is what I'm currently working on. So here is my current progress. Please excuse the wrinkles. I can't see. Okay, I'm showing you. So as you can see, I got the bird pretty much done besides the rest of the fill-in of the wing. I got some more letters done, got the little crown in. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. I'm doing 1/2 with the called for colors on 36 count vintage country mocha. And I don't know if I said, I think I'm about 2/3 of the way done. If you look at this picture in the back, it's really small, but you can see I just have like, well, I mean the rest of the fill-in, but then there's just these little vines. So yeah, about 2/3, I'd say. And when this is finished, I will again use Vonna Pfeiffer's tutorial for the drum finish because I've never done one, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Mine will probably end up a little wonky, but that's okay. I just love that bird. Oh, the only thing I did is the one light, you see the one stitch in the middle of the bird's eye. That's DMC 822. There's literally one stitch of DMC 822 in this whole pattern. I did that stitch with 2 strands, but everything else is 1 strand. Oh, and I forgot to say, in case you are new here, this linen for these ornaments, this is just 32 count natural linen that was purchased at Hobby Lobby, and I did 2/2 with the called for colors there. Okay. Now I'm caught up, I think. Okay, let me just put this over here. Okay, so my next progress is for my secret project. So Billy, if you're watching, stop watching. He's actually in the other room working right now, but he's got the door closed so he can't hear me. So I'm working on My Token of Love by Rosewood Manor. This is going to be a gift for my husband for our 10th anniversary that's coming up in January. I just started it just before last Flosstube, so I've got a ways to go, but I think I've made decent progress, as you're about to see. This is on 32 count vintage cloudy white or stormy white or something. By Zweigart. Oh, let me move the needle on the thread. Excuse me. I like to rethread a needle for myself if I'm like, know what color I'm going to be using. Obviously this is a 1-color project, so I know I'm going to be using this color. So I just rethread it for the next time I pick it up. It's like a little gift to my future self. Like, here, I already did it for you. Yeah. So the last time you saw this, there was only this, maybe this done, maybe this too. So what I've done, oh, maybe this was done too, I'm not sure. I've done most of this motif, all of this motif, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, the outline of this one, which will contain birds. I'm almost at a page finish. Once this motif is complete, because this motif cuts off about here on the first page. So once I have these 2 done, and there's some hearts in between here, and like a very top of another motif that's going down. But I'm pretty much, this is like the first page is what I'm trying to say. So I'm almost at a page finish, and then what the plan is once I finish those motifs there, I'm just gonna move down to section number 4, what it actually is, and I'll finish this whole side. And then I'll move on to 2 and 3 because there's only 4 sections. So, but I do have our initials in and our wedding date. And yeah, this is 2/2, 32 count, like I said, and I'm using DMC 115, which is a variegated red. And I'm really, really enjoying it. So I'm only working on this when my husband is away for work so that he can't see what I'm doing. Even though I'm sure, like I said last time, he knows that I'm doing something because stuff arrived from like 1, 2, 3 Stitch. And he's like, oh, what's that? I'm like, oh, nothing. And then the frame arrived because I ordered that immediately because I did not want to risk it not being ready, you know, when I was ready for it. And just like, you know, you keep hearing supply chain issues and everything. So I was like, I'm going to order it. That way they, you know, they have ample time to make it. But anyway, it came in the normal amount of time. So that came and he was like, oh, it's not. I'm like, no, nothing. Don't worry about it. So obviously he knows. He's a very smart man. But I'm just going to go on pretending like, you know, he doesn't know. Whatever. Okay, so I do have a new start, which I like, but I don't know if I'm going to continue with it or not. I was watching, a few days ago, I was watching Mama Loves You GB. I was watching Michelle's most recent Flosstube, and she was talking about Black Sampler November, which I wasn't going to partake in any shape or form, not because it's not a great idea, because it is. I was just like, oh, I have so much that I'm already committed to, blah, blah, blah. But, and also sometimes I'm not much of a joiner or a stitch-alonger, you know? I mean, I'm not on Instagram anyway, so I wouldn't be like hashtagging things, but I just feel like I'm not much of a joiner sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it, even if it's fun. Okay, that's weird. But anyway, she showed her freebie that, not her freebie, a freebie that she was sharing this week, which is May Peace Abide from Heartstring Samplery. This is Heartstring Samplery's, you know, free pattern that she offers just about every year around Thanksgiving, I believe. And this is the one she did in honor of Black Sampler November. So I literally paused Michelle. I printed out the pattern and started it. And then I unpaused Michelle. I was just like, okay, yeah, I can get behind this one. It's small, manageable. I'm sure if I just work on it for a few days, it'll be done. Of course, I worked on it once and then put it away so I could work on Nightshade Bird. But, you know, the intent was there. So I'm doing this on the Pink Splash Murano car. This is a Zweigart thing that I got from Hobby Lobby. But it's cotton and modal. It's not linen. I've never stitched on this before. And it's decent. It's nice and soft. I don't think it's as pleasant to me to stitch on as linen, but it's fine. You know what I mean? It's good. And it's very inexpensive. I believe it was $5.99 for a 11.5 by 18-inch piece. Yeah, it was. That's what it says right there. So it's all right. But I did make a mistake, which is annoying, and I didn't pull it out because I was in that mood where I was like, if I pull it out, I'm not doing it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. The S in this is real chubby compared to this cute little S in House because I messed up. Because I was doing it backwards, counting off of House where I started. And I don't know, my kids were in the room and they were being noodle butts. How they were like, you know, jib jabbering and having a great time. And I was distracted and whatever. I did it wrong. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, although it's one stitch wider this way. So if I go all the way around and then do the words not off of this, then it'll be fine. The pink splash is cute. The reason I thought this fabric is because I think she used in her sample, of course this is a black and white photo because I'm using a laser jet printer to save ink. She used the egg or not robin's egg, something egg where it's like speckled, you know, the fabric. And while this is speckled with pink, I thought it would be cute. And I'll maybe do, if I finish it, I'll do a round finish like that. And I'm just doing 2/2 with 310 DMC 310. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not as excited about it as I want to be. And I don't know if it's because I made a mistake and I'm like, meh. I could either just rip it out or move on, right? But whatever, I don't know. It's fine. So, okay. Wow, I'm only 14 minutes in and I'm done showing you all my stitching. Except I do want to show you a previous finish of mine. And I also have a giveaway today. So I'll do that and then I'll show you a bunch of haul, most of which I got from like thrift stores secondhand, and then only a couple things are like new. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so this is the Scarlet House, the little red chair sampler. And here is my finish. So I don't know if you can tell immediately, like, why do we do this? We always point out our mistakes, right? This flower is off center. because I did something wrong in the pattern. You can see it's just straight up and on center with the basket, right? Well, this flower I messed up and it's off center. So instead of ripping it out, because this was the last motif I did of the whole sampler, everything else was done, I fudged it and gave it a little wonky zigzag stem and then made a matching smaller flower here. I can't reach there. And as far as I remember, that's the only mistake in this, but it's a pretty decently big one, but whatever, it's fine. This is on 36 count platinum by Zweigart, and I used the DMC conversion for the most part, except I did use Weeks Dye Works Flatfish. No, Weeks Dye Works. Yeah, no, Flatfish, I'm right, excuse me. So the original thing is called for Gloriana Silk, and I did the DMC conversion, except I did Weeks Dye Works Flatfish for like inside the basket and everything and this house. I was hoping it would actually show up more variegated, but it's okay, it didn't. I really love this. And I actually stitched this back in July. Okay, so I just got done saying I'm not much of a joiner, but yet I joined this kind of stitch along, yet I didn't post anywhere because I don't have Instagram or Facebook or anything. But it was the For the Love of Brenda style, because, you know, Brenda from Brenda and Laura, you know, everyone is doing a stitch along for her, just in support of her. And I chose this sampler because I saw it in one of her tours of her stitching. You know, I think she did 2 tours, maybe one of her stitching room and one of her stuff hanging in her house. Anyway, I know that she had stitched this sampler at some point. It's hanging in her house and I loved it immediately. So this is the one I stitched for the love of Brenda, and I love it too. So yeah, I'm very pleased with it. I think it turned out great. I really love this rose and I love these birds especially. So anyway, my giveaway for today is actually going to be this pattern. I'm going to pass the stash along. Obviously I have used it, but there's no marks on the pattern. It's just like the pages have been unfolded a bunch of times, you know, so there might be like gentle creasing on it, but it's still extremely usable. So here are the rules for the giveaway. Please be subscribed. Please like the video. That's just nice. And please leave a comment with the word chair in it, CHAIR. Please be 18 or older so that you can legally give me your address. And I will draw and announce the winner for the next Flosstube. So again, please be subscribed. Please be 18 or older. Oh, and also don't use the word like giveaway or prize or whatever, because apparently that's a thing that people can search for and then like enter to win. But if they're not interested in stitching, I don't want them to get this. I want someone who actually, you know, will use it. So yeah, chair. That'll be the key word. Okay, so good luck to everybody who's interested. All right, and now I'm going to move on to haul. I feel like I'm speeding through these videos recently. The first video I made took me like 900 years, and I could be because I had so many interruptions, but I don't know, whatever. It's fine. Sorry if you prefer longer videos. All right, so I did buy a couple of things new from Steph from Lindy Stitches. I'm so excited about these patterns. I was just perusing her website and she's got a ton of patterns that I love. Pretty much almost all of her patterns that I've seen, I love, but that's how, you know, so many are. Like you should see my wish list on 123 Stitch. It's absurd how many things are on there, right? So anyway, but I was perusing on her website and I was just like, gotta do it. I gotta do it. So I got Strutting Tom. He is so handsome. And I doubt I'll have time to stitch him before this Thanksgiving because it's already November 12th. How did that even happen? I can't believe it. But he's gorgeous and I would love to have him stitched and maybe as like a flat fold in my dining room. for Thanksgiving, along with the Not Forgotten Farms turkey pattern. I can't think of what it's called right now, but I love that turkey too. So anyway, someday I just want to have a bunch of turkeys for Thanksgiving decorations, fall, Thanksgiving, whatever. But Strutting Tom. And then I was looking, and this pattern, which cracks me up, was on sale because I guess it's going to be not, like, you can still get it as a PDF as far as I understand, but not as a printed copy. So it was on sale. It was half off. It was only $5, ex Ghoul Friend. This pattern cracks me up. Every time I see it, I laugh. Like, look at her face. And it says, when this you see, remember me. And then apart but in my heart. And it's like scratching. Oh my gosh. I love this pattern so much. So maybe by next Halloween, I hope, or around Halloween time, I can start these. They are just so funny. And with her little, in the package, she said, you know, thanks from Steph. And this is a little pattern that's on the back of the sheet, which I believe you could probably pick up from her website, like print out from her website. But I just thought it was nice. It's always nice to get a little freebie. And then on her website, this was a freebie, little Urn of Horrors. So maybe for next Halloween, I'll do this one too. Maybe. This was free, but you can find it on lindystitches.com. And yeah, if you don't watch her Flosstube, you totally should. She's really entertaining and awesome. I'm sure you do. Like, if you're watching me, who has, like, you know, been doing this like 4 times, I'm sure you know who she is. But anyway. Okay, and now I'm going to show you, I got a lot of cross-stitchy related items. My daughter's like this. Behind you guys, she's like this. Huh? Yeah, you can come say hi real quick.
Hi.
And don't be a goober, just say hi. Okay, bye. Sorry. All right, so all of these next things I'm going to show you are things I got from thrift stores. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so all these things are things I got from thrift stores. My husband got a couple things when he went to a flea market from, he said, a very sweet elderly woman who was there selling stuff. And he was like, I just couldn't pass it up. So anyway, I'm going to show you. Some may end up in giveaways someday, and some I may stitch. And I'm sorry for crinkling. So this first one I got, it's called House of Hope Angel. It's a kit. And I just thought it was really sweet. Again, I mean, I got the maybe $1, maybe I paid. But apparently all the floss is tucked. Yeah, there's floss inside, and I'm not sure if there's fabric in there or not. But this my husband got for me. It's a Heralding Angel birth record. It's very 90s looking to me. I mean, you can see 97. It's cute though. I think that, so the chart's in here. There's some fabric in here, but all the floss is gone. So that's okay. I'd probably want to change some colors anyway if I were to stitch this. I got this little Stitch and Mark bookmark. I just thought it was cute. It's got a little like lace around it. I don't know. It was just like in a whole big grab bag full of stuff. So I got this kit, which is for a lace ornament. It says a lace ornament. It's a kit and it's candles. Now, it's got the little template in there, some floss, the Ada fabric, and the lace to do, right? Now, I don't love the lace. I think this would be really cute if it had a different trim around the outside. The lace, to me, and I'm sorry if you disagree, but to me, the lace makes it look extremely dated. But if it had like red chenille or little pom-poms or something around the outside, how cute would that be? Right? So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe it'll be a giveaway someday. It's nice to get a little kit sometimes, right? I don't know. And then, okay, let's see. My husband got this from the woman at the flea market, Cedar Hill Basket of Apples. And it has fabric in it, but no floss. what does it say around the outside? It's hard to tell. Receive the little basket and the blessings so free. That's cute. Be a cute little fall stitch. And he also got this, which is Sultana Creative Needlecraft Our Wedding Cross Stitch Sampler Kit. It's linen. There's floss in there, but it's a stamped kit. And this is pretty old because on the picture it says Our Wedding, Marjorie Frank, May 11th, 1965. So I am assuming that this is probably from the 60s, like 65 or, you know, the 60s at some point. Maybe a couple of years later, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll ever do it. I've never done a stamped kit before. If anyone has, let me know. I'm going to maybe see if my mom is interested too. She said she used to do stamped cross stitch when we were kids. And by the way, I never even mentioned my mom did come over maybe a month ago, and maybe 2 months now, I don't even know. But she's learning to cross stitch with me. So we spent like an evening together cross stitching once she got going. And yeah, it was really nice. So I hope we can do that some more soon. But I'll see maybe if she's interested in this stamped kit. Maybe she's not. Maybe I'll give it away. Maybe I don't know. But it's pretty old. It's kind of cute, right? And then this was just in a bag along with a bunch of other stuff from a thrift store. And it looks like it's a panel to do napkins. And again, they're stamped, you know, but they're not that big. So you just do like the corner. I might end up doing this one of these days. 4 little cute little dinner napkins, you know? I don't know. Like I said, it was just in a whole big bag. I paid like $1.99 and there was a bunch of stuff in there. Some of it was not really usable to me, but whatever. Okay. There was 2 other quilt kits and a woolly pocket kit that, or not kit, sorry, pattern. They were patterns, not kits. So here's the woolly pocket pattern that I got. It's really cute. I've never done wool applique before. I think I would like it though. I mean, look how pretty that is. It's just like a little pocket to hold random bits of whatever. I love that. Rebecca's Patterns. And then this quilt pattern, excuse me, cracks me up. I don't know if I would ever make it. Like, we don't even fish, really. But when I was a kid, we used to go fishing. And it reminds me of my grandpa. Grampsy. But it cracks me up. So this is 4 corners, beginner and beyond, something's fishy. It's just hilarious to me. I might end up giving this away at some point. But I just thought it was so cute. So, and then the last quilt pattern is Chickens in My Flowers. You can't see, by Country Quilt Stitches. The little picture fell down, so it was covering. But that's really cute too. And I don't quilt very much, so I might give this away. But I do love those chickens. They're really cute. And then the last, oh, sorry for the crinkle. The last big thing that is something my husband brought home from the flea market from the sweet elderly woman that he was talking to. He got this whole thing for $1. I'm trying to get the picture out for you. It is a Needle Treasures Dazzling Ornaments Tree Skirt Kit. And it's all in here. The floss, I believe it's Ada that comes with it. There's a ton of stuff. Maybe that's binding, that big, this. But she was telling him, the woman that he bought it from for $1, that her and her sister had bought this pattern and were having a competition over who could finish it first, and her sister won and she never started. But she said her sister's is beautiful, but she just never got to it and decided to sell it. So I will maybe get to it someday. I think it's really pretty. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. So what are my plans? I'm going to continue working on Nightshade Bird. I really would like to get that finished and continue working on the other project. And maybe the heartstring samplery freebie. I might not. I don't know. That was a random, I want to start it, but who knows if I'll want to finish it. But once I finish Nightshade Bird, I want to start or continue working on Froth and Bubble by Long Dog Samplers. I at least want to get that panel done that I got some good progress on from a couple of floss tubes ago. I would like to get that panel done. Then maybe I'll take a break from it and move on to other stuff. But yeah, those are my plans. I don't know if I'll get that panel done or, you know, that band done next time, but hopefully we'll see. We'll see how much stitching time I get. Oh yeah, I did do a little bit of knitting on the one shawl that I showed on my first floss tube, but barely. So what else is new? Oh, I'm going to tell you guys something, but you know, if you are like triggered about talking about food and diets and stuff, then maybe just skip this part. I'm going to tell you anyway, because it's been a big part of this past 2 weeks. I'm doing a 14-day challenge for Bright Line Eating, which is, it's like a whole food thing, but it's basically you don't eat sugar, you don't eat flour, you weigh and measure your food for like these certain portions, and you know, just 3 meals a day, no snacking. My stepmom and my dad are both doing it. My stepmom has been doing it for a long time. She's been at her goal weight and maintaining for now. She's looks and feels fabulous. So the reason I wanted to start it, like obviously there's benefits like weight loss, but I have rosacea and I've always read several times that, you know, sugar and flour can really contribute to that. So if you don't eat sugar and flour, and I'm sure there's other things like spicy foods and whatever, but that those are things that like if you eliminate them from your diet, you may get rosacea to clear up. So I just wanted to try it, and I'm actually on day, I think 11, but I'm gonna probably keep going for a while because I feel really good. My pants are a little looser, so you know, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. My son's last football game is tonight, rain or shine. It's currently raining quite a bit, so hopefully it'll stop raining before the game starts, but if not, we'll be sitting there in the rain. And he'll be playing in the rain, which will be even more uncomfortable, maybe. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. So I hope that you have a great couple of weeks. Don't forget, if you're interested in winning this, use share as the keyword. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.